got to the Dover station just in time to catch a very long train that is headed east to New York City or Hoboken. This is the old canopies. So it's a center island high-level platform. That's new. And then this is the old platform at the ground level. So the next stop east of here is Denville, where the two lines split. The more southern line is the Morristown line, Morris and Essex line, and then the northern line that goes east-west is the Montclair Boonton line. So it is a nice waiting room. With old benches. Some new apartment buildings, townhouse style, built nearby. The town of Dover, which I've never been to, is actually a good-sized town. I was surprised. I thought it would be a little dot on the map. It's Blackwell Street runs parallel. So it looks like there was a restaurant here. In a substantial old station house. Very significant rock coins at the corners. And significantly sized granite lintels above the windows. So I don't know what all the people are, what train they're waiting for. Because the one train just left, so I don't know if there's another train that's an express, or they can't be waiting for a train going west. There's not much west of here. Unless you would be going, a lot of people be transferring to go to Lake Hopatcong or Hackettstown. I kind of want to stick around to see, because they're waiting here, so they probably know the timing of the train. So we will see. A fair amount of bikes are tied up here on the old canopy. There are some bike racks too. We continue the wait. Here comes a train pulling into the station, heading west. And it has its pantograph up. I'm trying to see if it's actually using it on the catenary wires. It must be. I wonder if this train was what just was in the station and had to go into the yard. Let's see if people get on this now. I don't think so. I guess it's going further west. Now it's stopping. And now its doors are opening. People down there are getting on. See which way it goes once people all get on. A lot of trains, they come as far west as Dover, and then some continue on to Lake Hopatcong, and others continue on to Hackettstown, but this is one turnaround station. So this just shows you a little of downtown Dover, and these people had to wait a long time at this grade crossing, including pedestrians, because they have a crossing gate for pedestrians too. There's just a look down the track as the train heads east, picking up speed. All right, that's Dover. Here's just a little historical plaque about a building that was built in 1829 originally. It's been fixed up since then. And also there's some significantly sized and nicely designed churches right here near the station, Dover Station, Dover, New Jersey. Here's another quick look at some of the businesses in downtown Dover. And as you might be able to tell from the names of the restaurants and stores, there's a lot of Hispanic type stores here in this community. It's a pretty picturesque town as we drive west out of town. The Baker Building. Theater here, now a church, regular church, and we'll see where this takes us, out of town. Here we are at the Mount Arlington station, right by Route 80, so let's take a look. That looks pretty nice and new. All right, we'll get out and take a look. Nice parking lot here too. All right, let's take a little walk. I think that clock is correct. It is 3:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday in early October 2021. Much was spent on this station. So There's some historical pictures on the wall here. Pretty cool. So I guess this was an old station back in the day. Bertrand Island Park, an amusement park that was here for like 70 years. So it has elevators. And here's the stairway. To the inbound side. I like the modern, historical looking lights. It's quite a walk to get up here. Quite a production for a station that's out here in the middle of nowhere in western New Jersey. Really well done. Big indoor waiting area. I've seen a lot of buildings, including office type buildings, that are like this Adirondack style. This is looking west towards Lake Hopatcong. So it's 2 tracks here. Concrete ties. We're no longer in electrified territory. We're on the Montclair Boonton line. So it has message signs that I believe will tell you when the next train is coming. I don't think any trains run here on weekends, although this does have information for the Morris and Essex line. So actually there's a couple stations still to go. We were just in Dover, and then there's Mount Arlington where we're at now, and then Lake Hopatcong, Netcong, Mount Olive, and Hackettstown. So this system really goes out far west in this part of the state. These are high-level platforms. You can see the steel beams holding up the platform are really rusted though. I will put the ridership information for this station on the screen. Like I said, it's a nice station, but it's way out here in the middle of nowhere. Mount Arlington. Here's another look where we are at. This is the whole New Jersey transit system, and we're way out here, Mount Arlington. It's interesting that these stations way out here have weekend service, and if you go down this line and then in, but if you live on this Montclair Boonton line, weekend service only goes to Bay Street in Montclair on weekends. So all these stations, there's no service on weekends. But and these stations way out here do have service. Quirk of the system. Just a little unique thing here that the station has a little back to it where you could come for I don't know what, and but then it's just woods out here. You can really smell the forest. It really is got a sweet smell. And then we'll go back through the pedestrian concourse that runs underneath the tracks. And look at a couple of more old photos. The whip, I guess that was a ride at that amusement park. Miniature Auto Speedway at Bertrand Island Park in 1930. And then here's the beach at Bertrand Island. It's mobbed, huh? 1922. All right, a lot of history that they've captured here. There's a mosaic of a horse from the carousel, and looks like an interurban type train used to run here. Bertrand Island Park. It's something. Maybe that's what's out back. It's all overgrown now. I'll see if I can find a little history about Bertrand Island Park here at the Mount Arlington station, right off of Route 80 in western New Jersey. What this area of New Jersey was in the early 1900s, the Lake Petcon station was a big resort area, and this is an old Lackawanna station, and it's just beautiful. Now this station house is an environmental and cultural center, it says. I'm like a mile or two north of Route 80. I don't know what this busy road is that I took to get here, but I followed the signs off of Route 80. It's like a combination of Art Moderne and Gothic. With terracotta tile roof. I'll just shoot this plaque here. Lake Petcon Station opened on May 28, 1911 as a showcase for the Lackawanna Railroad. Let's just take a quick peek inside. Now, from pictures I've seen, and I'll try to include one in this video, this is really a significant complex. See, the station house is up above, and then you'd go down to the track level below. And I don't know how they did it back in the day. This is like some weather proofing. So you would take this staircase down, which is now completely overgrown. And I see tracks down there below. I don't know if you can see them, but we'll go down there to the track level. So you'd wait up here and then go down when your train was coming. I'm just looking to see what the structure is. It's sort of caved in there through the thicket. I can't quite make that out from here anyway. So you can see there's a bus shelter on the outbound side of a 2-track arrangement. Looks like they have a little garden here. Really something. It always amazes me the amount of effort that they put into building things back in the day that they thought would last for hundreds of years. And really, I think the station went out of service. The station building as a going concern maybe in the 70s or 80s, but it's just beautiful. All right, let's go down and take a look at the track level. So this is Lake Hopatcong, the actual lake that the town is named after. Lakeside Billiards. This is like the southern tip. It's the largest freshwater lake in New Jersey, I read. And there's a state park here at this end, but it's got limited public access. If you don't go to the state park, it's tough to get access to the lake. So let's see how we can get to the station over here. Kind of a rough little entrance to the Lake Hopatcong station. Free commuter parking? I'd hope so. I hope it would be free. So you go underneath this bridge. So the old station house is up there that we were at. And that's all you have now is a bus shelter. Quite a come down from the past. Take a quicker look here. A little longer look, I mean, it's a quick, longer look because there's not much to see here. You've got this ticket vending machine underneath a bus shelter. That's looking east down the tracks. Platform closed. Do not trespass. That's not very inviting, but that's where the old station house is. It's still there. Beautiful with these large concrete retaining walls. And then you do have a little shelter here in case it's raining. I've always wondered what Lake Hopatcong looked like. It's quite curvy. It comes around a curve from the east and then headed west, and then it curves back south as it's going west because the lake is right where those cars are headed. I heard the public address system chirping. So I don't know if all the trains board on the one side or if you do have to come over here, but it gets a little rocky. I mean, I guess you could stand here. I don't know if they're encouraging that though. But the two tracks are in good shape. So it is a two-track line. And you've got signage on this side. That's something. I think if I can include the historical picture, it'll give a lot more of a frame of reference of what we're looking at here. But when I saw the picture, I was really impressed with the way this train station once was. And I'm not faulting the look of the train station, really. Now there's such a low ridership to justify a bigger investment, but it is something what train travel used to be. And this is another example of it in western New Jersey, Lake Hopatcong. And I don't know whose responsibility it is, but there's a little sagging going on the overpass. You can see it's not a perfect ellipse like this side is over here, still holding its shape. So there's a fair amount of spalling. It might have been patched, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on, whichever department is responsible. Here at Lake Hopatcong.